Hi guys, my name is Mfonobong Edem and you're listening to What's Your Story podcast. So before I start, I want to say thank you to everyone that has supported this podcast in one way or the other. And I also want to say a special thank you to my consistent listeners. It means a whole lot to me. And if you're new here, like this is your first time of listening to this podcast, you're welcome. And on this podcast, we discuss life issues, we share our experiences, we tell our stories too. The aim is just so others can draw strength from these stories because in as much as you think you're seeing shege, someone else is actually seeing way more worse shege than you are. And this realization comes with, a certain degree, a small degree of relief for the storyteller and the listener. You're like, okay, at least I don't know bad like that. So in one sentence, I would say this podcast is all about setting yourself free with your voice. So on today's episode, I actually don't have a guest here with me because there's this issue that has been on my mind lately and I would like to talk about it. But before I start, I would like to share a quote by Chimamanda Adichie, and the quote says, don't make life choices based on what is prestigious, but rather based on infinitely more noble reasons. I think I got it. Okay, let me take it one more time. It says, don't make life choices based on what is prestigious, but rather based on infinitely more noble reasons. So before I started my podcast, I went online, did a little research about podcasting, what to do, what not to do, yada yada, all those good things. So this particular day, I was going through YouTube. Yeah. So I was going through YouTube to, continue with the whole research and thing. And then I saw Chimamanda's face. Actually, when I see Chimamanda's face, I will make sure I click on what I actually love Chimamanda. I adore Chimamanda. I love the way she speaks. She was actually addressing graduating law students. And, by the time she finished the speech she was giving, I think that quote was the only thing that I could remember. And up until today, I think it's still the only thing that I can remember from that video. That quote actually changed my entire perspective about setting goals in life. There are actually different types of goals. We have spiritual goals, relationship goals, financial goals, career goals, personal development goals, and so on, family goals, etc. But in this case, I'm actually referring to my career goals. I had to rethink my career goals. No, what am I even saying? I didn't have to rethink it. After hearing that quote, I had to rewrite my career goals. And shockingly, my new goals didn't actually include anything about what I spent the last 4 years of my life studying in the university. I was a little bit confused. I actually got to realize that back then, I was setting my goals based off of all reasons. One of them being what the internet worships. Before now, I used to think that when I set goals, when I write down my goals, I don't have to change them. I don't have to rewrite it ever again because I just had confidence that I knew what I wanted for myself, and rewriting it meant I was just going around in circles and stuff. So why not just write something and focus on that one thing and try to achieve it? Not until I became aware that just as the world is changing, people change too, interests change too, our needs, our motivations, and sometimes I think our passions even changes too. 2 years ago, I was into photography. Today, I'm podcasting. So yeah, our interest changes with time. When I decided to go with this mindset, I stopped holding myself back from trying new things, doing what I really wanted to do and forget about trying to conform to society standards. So yeah, I started trying out new things, and as a matter of fact, the moment I noticed that I'm interested in anything, I just let myself try that thing out. When I discovered that Pope Francis was a bouncer in a nightclub. When I discovered he was a bouncer a trained chemist and working as a technician. He worked as a technician in it was in a food and science lab. Yeah, I don't know, but it just gave me this ginger that I can do anything. I should do what I want to do, and stuff. Even my beloved Chimamanda, she studied medicine and pharmacy in the university before she left the country. What I got to realize is that I don't actually have to wait till I have my life figured out. It's embarrassing to say, but I'm still going to say it either ways. I actually don't have my life figured out. I don't know what I want in some areas of my life, but I don't know if actually there are others that feel the same way. But I would like to say that it's never too late to find yourself, and this is me saying you're not alone. I'm actually at that point in my life, and I would like to say you should show up for yourself the way you can. Try and show up for yourself the way you can. It's not about getting approval from people, it's about fulfillment. The question is, how are you doing? Like, really, how are you doing today? I'm Fonobong Edem, and it could be better. I know it could be better, but I'm okay.